guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Life as I Know It. I am pumped up and I'm excited this week because it is something that is near and dear to my heart that we will be talking about. It's something that I deal with people talking about this every single day, it feels like. But the title is, do you like the idea of getting in shape? Or do you actually want to? I deal with this all the time, it feels like. You know, I talk to people and I go to the gym usually in the morning, and sometimes I just go for a run and I'll do like some HIIT training or something like that in my house. But it's just being consistent is really what I'm doing. I just go to the gym in the morning and then sometimes I go for a light jog, and then it's just being disciplined with what you eat. But people are like amazed by like, dude, I could never do that. And it's like, yes, you can. You just have to stop making excuses. So, the first thing that I have on here that I want to talk about is being honest with yourself. I just wrote down a couple of things that people just in the last month kind of have told me about, that this is their excuse. Too tired, not feeling it. I don't feel it every day. I wake up, my alarm goes off, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 4 o'clock, and this pillow is so comfortable. This blanket is comfortable. Like, I'm cozy, I don't want to get out of bed. And you know what I do? I get up. I still walk over to the fridge, open it up, get a water out. I chug that water. I have the same routine pretty much every morning before I go to the gym, which is I wake up, I go get a bottle of water, and I go get my pre-workout, which is in a can. And I open them both up, and I'll alternate, but I'll make sure they're both gone by the time I am done taking a shower and have my clothes on. So, and that's probably within 15 minutes, okay? I smash both of those, and I get my body ready for the gym. So I get in my car, and then I go to the gym. So, yeah, you might not feel it, but you still got to get up, and you still got to do it. The next one is too busy. There's plenty of workouts out there that are literally like 5 minutes. I mean, there's one out there that's a 2-minute abs, and your abs are going to be burning. They have great leg ones that are probably 5 minutes, and you know some of them can go up to 10 minutes. But you're telling me you don't have 5 minutes? You don't have 10 minutes in your day? Put down your phone. Do a workout. I mean, everyone has the same amount of time. So if there's someone doing it, well, what are they sacrificing? Facebook or something else? What are they sacrificing to get it done that you're not? It's an excuse is what it is. You're too old. I've heard this one a lot, and it's guys that are in their 30s. You're too old and you're in your 30s. Now, I'm 26. In my 30s, I'm still going to be going to the gym. I go to the gym for a lot of reasons, but one of them is just health in general. Don't know where to start. Okay, for this one, there's a lot of people that say that they don't know where to start. YouTube, literally. Or find someone around you that works out or runs or does something. If no one does, still go to YouTube, but talk to somebody and say, hey, I really want to get in shape. Where do I start? Okay, if you came and asked me and you said, hey, where do I start? I want to get in shape. What's your diet look like? Because if you fix your diet, then a lot of the other stuff like the gym or go running or doing HIIT training in your living room will follow, because you're going to start losing weight. You're going to start looking good, and you're like, man, I kind of want to keep this going. Some people, they start to lose weight and they just go back to their old habits. So, but watch YouTube, guys. Look on the internet. Just Google search how to get in shape, or how do I lose 5 pounds, or whatever your goal is. Don't have the money. I hear this one a lot because they're like, well, I don't have the money for protein shakes. I don't have the money for pre-workouts. I don't have the money for a gym membership. You don't need that stuff. You know, I sacrifice some things like going out to eat. I know a couple of buddies that go out to eat every day. Well, I just go by pre-workout. There's a difference. It's just how bad do you want it? Do you want to go out to eat that day? Or are you okay with eating rice and broccoli and chicken? Because, you can make a nice meal plan for $20 to $50. I can make one for like 10, but it just depends on how many people you're trying to feed and everything like that. But you can set a goal like, hey, we're not going to spend more than this in Walmart, and then write a list of the healthy things you want, and then stick to that. Don't go down the Oreo section or the Doritos or the cereal. Stay away from that stuff. Stay on the outer lines of Walmart and make a goal and follow it. Don't have the right support group. I kind of went over that. Find people that are where you want to be, because that's how you get better. And that's in anything. You don't say, I just really want to be a marathon runner, and then you go hang out with people that hate running. You just don't do it. So if you want to get in shape, start talking to people, be around people that have that same goal as you, and then create that support group. If they're your real friends and you're like, man, I'm really wanting to set this goal, I'm really wanting to do this, they should be there to support you, to push you forward, to get you there, to guide you and say, hey, bro, you said that you want to get in shape, but you're about to smash that Baconator. You need people like that, okay? You need people to say, hey, you made a promise. Are you really wanting that? Are you really wanting to commit to that? Don't have enough time. I kind of went over this already, but this one is a lot, and I think I might have wrote it on here twice because it's honestly probably the one that is the most said. I just don't have enough time. Okay, so for me, and this is where it's going to get, kind of the gray area, I don't need 8 hours of sleep. I don't. I work perfectly off of 6 or 7, so I'm not saying you have to cut sleep, but some of the greatest things in life, you have to sacrifice, okay? You have to sacrifice these other things. And I'm not saying you have to sacrifice sleep, but I am saying that if you have a family and you have a bunch of people that you have to get in bed and everything else like that, well, maybe you might have to wake up earlier. Okay, maybe you might have to set that goal that says, hey, I usually get up at 6:30, which gives me my 8 hours, but I'm only going to get 7.5, so I can get up 30 minutes early and I can knock out a couple 10-minute workouts. Okay, I'm telling you, me personally, the morning is always the best, and I've not always been a morning person. I used to stay up all night with my buddies until 4 o'clock in the morning playing video games and doing all this stuff, and then I slowly saw myself going to a guy that I didn't want to be. I slowly saw myself, gaining weight and just being out of shape, and I didn't like who I looked at in the mirror. So I set that discipline action that says, hey, I'm waking up at 4 o'clock. I actually started at 5:30, but then I didn't think I was giving enough. And in dieting, there's a YouTuber that I saw, and he was talking about that there's kind of two types of people. There's a person that says, I can have the junk food in my house, and I'll be disciplined to not touch it unless I've earned it. And then there's another person that says, hey, I'm going to eat it if it's there. I was the second person. If it's in my house and I even, I walk to the bathroom and come back and I'm like, what, I got a little bit of exercise today. That's the type of guy that I was. And so you have to really determine and be honest with yourself and say, what kind of person am I? Can I have the family size Oreos, which stop buying the family size Oreos, but can I have the family size Oreos in my house and only eat like 3? There's like 58 calories in one Oreo. Like, can I only eat 3? A lot of people, they can't. So there's people out there that'll say, well, it's an extreme just to take everything out of your house. Some people need it. If you're disciplined already enough, which if you're wanting to get in shape, probably not. But if you're already disciplined enough to only eat one Oreo, then just watch what you eat. Be more disciplined. You know what to do. Portion control. Maybe you might have to, burn a couple more calories at the gym if you're wanting to lose 5 to 10 pounds. But, for the people that out there that are like, hey, I'm unhealthy. Like, I want to be healthy, and I've tried, and I failed. And I'll do really good for 30 days, and I'll fail, because that's more of me. That's more of my type of personality. I'm an all or nothing. So if I'm going to get in shape, I'm going to get in shape. Okay? So I need to cut all that stuff out, get it out of the house, and that temptation won't be there. Now you'll still be driving around town, you'll be, looking at signs that have cheeseburgers and stuff like that, and get a good support group that can help you, that you can call and be like, hey dude, I'm about to cave, I'm about to smash like these 2 chocolate shakes, a Baconator, a medium fry, and it's just how bad do you want it. So moving on to the second thing that I have wrote down in here is Jocko. You can look him up on YouTube, but he talks about disciplined decisions equals disciplined decisions, which sounds really simple. If you're disciplined, you're gonna want to be more disciplined. So if you're disciplined, but you're still riding the edge of the fence line of like, I still kind of want to go get cheese fries. I still kind of, I went and ran or played basketball with my boys, so I can go and eat a Big Mac meal. No, you need to be disciplined so that it will follow more disciplined decisions. There's no shortcuts, is what I'm pretty much saying. There's no shortcuts to getting in shape. You can't say, well, I'll eat whatever I want, but I'll just make sure I go to the gym. Nope. Because you cannot outwork a bad diet. You can't. There's plenty of YouTube videos you could look about a 10,000 calorie diet workout and then them trying to burn it off, and it takes them the entire day. It's impossible. And it's not that hard to get 10,000 calories if all you're eating is junk food. So, before you eat, think about how you want to feel in 4 hours or even 2 hours because of the decision you made. So I got a story, and it's actually recent. And I've been running. I've been making sure that I'm in the gym every single morning. I'm making sure I'm disciplined. And I went to a softball game this week, and I had back-to-back games. And I was like, you know what? I'm feeling good. I'm crushing it. So I was driving home, and I saw a Steak and Shake. And I was like, you know what? It's just one shake. That's all it is. And so I went through the drive-thru, and I got this chocolate shake. And no joke, whenever I pulled up to order it, it's like I was hiding from myself. Like you if you just don't think about it, actually it's a chocolate shake. There's protein in that. No, there's not. You're lying to yourself. And so I had this entire shake. It was empty by the time I got home, and I was so sad. I was so sad because it's not that I cheated on a cheeseburger. Like, I feel like I just jumped in the deep end and was like, man, just give me this chocolate shake. I want the biggest size you got, and everything. And I felt like I earned it. And I'm not saying that you can't go out and have fun and live life, because if you're miserable the entire time, then that sucks. But what I am saying, because I kind of talked to one of my buddies at work, and he goes, dude, that's not healthy. He goes, because you're going to be depressed every time you mess up. And I'm like, well, I'm the type of guy that's either 100% or not. And I know that if I eat junk food, it's a slippery slope for me. It might be a shake today, but in 2 days I'll be like, hey, I'm still solid. It didn't really affect me. And it didn't really affect me that much physically. Mentally, it ate me alive. But it's a slippery slope. Once you give in to, well, I'll just have a cheat meal this week. Next thing you know, in 2 weeks, it's a cheat day. And then next thing you know, you don't know why you're not going to the gym in the morning. And then next thing, you're not even waking up early, and you're back in the same spot you were, and you put on another 15 to 20 pounds because you just gave up. So, like I said, you know who you are. And you know how disciplined you are. And if you're not healthy and you're not happy with yourself right now, be honest. Look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, you're fat. Okay, you're out of shape. But I'm going to get you in shape. Okay, no more shakes. We're going to get your diet on a strict diet. And that's just how it's going to be. I got a buddy at work. And he and I have been talking about getting in shape. And I told him to cut out soda. Just cut out soda. That's it. Start with soda. And if you can't do that, then we're going to make it more strict. I know that goes against everything, because it's like, well, why wouldn't you ease up? Nope. If you can't just cut out soda, well, guess what? Now I'm going to make your lunch. Okay? And so we've been bringing lunch every day to work, and he's been eating healthier. He doesn't eat out anymore, and every day he used to eat out for lunch. You got to make those small steps, and if you can't make the small ones, cut it out. Okay? If you can't, like I said, if you can't just have 3 Oreos or 5, cut it out. Just stop putting Oreos in your house. So the fourth thing and the final thought is you won't always be motivated, so you must learn to be disciplined. Okay? So, do you like, going back to the title, do you like the idea of getting there, being motivated and being like, man, how sick would it be if I lost 10 pounds? I'd feel healthy. I'd feel great, It'd be like back in the day, 10 years ago when I was in shape. Or are those excuses just keeping you buried every single day? I'm too busy. I'm too tired. I'm too old. I don't have enough time. Make time. Stop making excuses. Okay? Make time. You make time for the things you like. You make time to watch YouTube videos. You make time, except for this one. You can watch this one. You make time to go out to eat with your family and with your friends and with everything else. And what would happen instead of going out to eat at an Applebee's or an Olive Garden, you decide that, hey, I'm actually going to cook the meal at my house, and as I'm cooking it, I'm going to do a little bit of exercise. I'm going to do a plank. I'm going to do a 1-minute plank. You're telling me that, I'm telling you, a 1-minute plank will kick your butt, okay? Do 3 of those. That's 3 minutes, other than the time that you have to take in between. You're going to get a workout, okay? You have time. Stop listening to that little voice that says you don't have time. You have time. I don't care if you have 20 kids. You have time, okay? They sleep sometime. You be awake. You go to your living room. You push the furniture aside. You make room for yourself. Okay? If you don't have a big enough house, you go outside. Stop making excuses. Okay? So, do you want it? Do you want to get in shape? The next couple weeks, we're going to be just talking about discipline and things that go along with discipline, whether that's just mental or anything else. And it starts now. Okay? It starts this morning. Stop making excuses. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know it was, it's something I'm passionate about, so it's going to be a little bit upbeat, but I just want you guys to be healthy, okay? I want the dads and moms out there that say, man, I just want to be healthy for my kids to achieve that goal. I want to help people. I want people to reach whatever goal that they have. Okay, even if it's 5 pounds, let's reach that goal together. And then if you feel good after that, let's go to 10 pounds. Okay? This is life as I know it, and I'm happy that you guys decided to watch this video. So, till next time, I will see you guys, and stay healthy.